Welcome to Global Village, and thank you for joining us today. We're airing today from County of Newell, the Chamber of the Councillors, and we appreciate. We have two great guests, Mr. Lionel Jess from the Council of the County, as well as a farmer, ranger, and other business he might be able to share with us. And also Mr. Desiree Kiana, who is the Executive Director of the Francophone Association of Brooks. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Lionel? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, I was born in Brooks. I come from a rather large family. We had 11 children in the family.
Wow.
I was raised just 3 miles or 4 miles northeast of Brooks, and I still live there now. I bought the farm back in the 80s, and I've retained it, and I still am there now.
So is it part of Brooks then, or just outside
No,
then?
it's in the county.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's because as a counselor, I have to belong in that division.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the county.
Wow. So you were born in Brooks. Wow, that's
Yes.
and you're still in the area.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a lifetimer.
So you are a farmer also and ranger.
Yes, I farmed for many years. Recently, I guess it was just within the last 5 years, I have stopped the business and retained the ownership of the land, but I rent it out.
Oh, okay.
My neighbor rents it now. And
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Same thing. I think it's still you are considered to be a farmer. So, Desiree, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I am Desiree Kiana, the executive of the Francophone Association of Brooks, Association Francophone de Brooks. I just live in Brooks from 2005. I came from Quebec, where I spent about 6 years. In those 6 years, I did 4 years at university. And I'm originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa.
Wow, that's Central Africa.
Yes.
So there are two Congo.
Exactly. There is the Republic of Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Okay.
They're different, but they are close.
Used to be one before.
No, they are close because the Republic of Congo colonized by the French, by France, and the Democratic Republic of Congo is colonized by the Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the Democratic Republic of Congo is extremely larger than the other
Oh,
Congo.
yeah, it's extremely large. Yeah.
Yeah, that was called Congo Kinshasa.
Exactly.
And the other one is Brazzaville.
Brazzaville. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's very good. So you came to Quebec. You stayed in Quebec for 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years in Quebec, and after that I came to Brooks.
So how long have you been in Brooks then?
From 2005 to have been about 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very long time.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
that's a very good. No, that's good. Mr. Lionel, were you ever thought to run for a public office? Was it something that from your early time, or is it something from within the blood of the family that for public service?
No, it's something I chose to do myself. It wasn't my parents weren't in public office at all. It's something I chose to do after my career started slowing down, and I was looking for something to do, I guess, as much as anything.
Yeah.
And also, we all owe the community something, and so if we can give back by serving, then I think that's very important for all of us to consider.
No, that's an honorable thing for giving back to the community, especially in terms either volunteering, public service, they are all the same.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a very good. But wasn't from the family tradition.
Not a family tradition, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, no, that's Mr. Desiree. What are the programs now you guys have from the Francophone?
The Francophone Association is working with immigrant youth for their successful integration in the Brooks community and the Canadian society. That's the biggest program we have, the youth, but also we run a French program in their community. So we work with French community so that we can also be very good integrated in this in our community in Brooks.
Oh, okay, so you have French classes, you mean?
Not classes, but working with the Francophone community means helping them for different services they need.
Oh, okay, so they can integrate to the society.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, but is it only for the Francophone or is it open for everybody?
Well, for the first program, we work with the Francophone community, but for the program with the youth is all the youth, all immigrant youth in the community. It's not supposed to be only French, someone speaking French, but work with all the youth in the community.
That's very good. No, that's very good. And you do have different nationalities from all the immigrants.
Exactly, we have different nationalities. We work with you from South America. We are working with you from Somali, from Ethiopia, from Asia. So different youth in our community.
No, that's what makes a strong community to have. To build the youth.
Exactly.
No, that is and you do have a sports games, soccer games.
Oh, yeah, when working with youth, so like the big number of these youth who are working together are the soccer is like their national sport from the country where they came from. Yeah. That's why we promote also sports activities. So we always put like soccer. We organize different tournaments for the youth, summer and winter programs.
But soccer is the main national sports in Africa and Asia. Yeah. Here, the sport is hockey. So are you guys encouraging also the youth to learn hockey because we are this part of the globe?
The different youth who are working together are now involved in football, American football, and especially my son is one of them, and the guys were playing soccer, they also play football. American
football?
Exactly.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So maybe you guys can add also hockey.
Hockey involved you need more money, you need more financially, you need to be ready for that. So we always get like soccer is easy to organize. So ourselves, we are trainers and we are coaches, and it doesn't need like too much money so that we can have a youth someone playing soccer. So it's cheaper than hockey. You need too much equipment, which is not easy for immigrant youth sometimes.
But it's not easy. But the thing is, if they succeed in the hockey, also it has a potential, very high potential than the soccer.
Exactly.
Because the chances of someone to succeed a youth hockey is very high than soccer, because still the public are not tuning to the soccer. Maybe 40 years from today, I don't know, but 30 years. Not the Americans, not the Canadians.
We have youth. I came with 2 of them here with me in the program, and they have been selected for Team Canada. So getting success is just the decision. You want to do something, so you work on it. You work hard so that you can reach your goals. That's it.
I hope one day, I think the Canadians or the Americans will have a high percentage of the public tuning to the soccer games. Then it will be more people will join that. Now you have hockey, football, you have other games, the
Yeah.
soccer will be the final. They don't even watch. That's
Well,
the
we
truth.
have soccer is going high in Canada now. We have the soccer Canada team, the girls.
Yeah, they
are
won.
making it very good. They won this past Olympic Games.
Yeah, they want to
So
think
even
bronze.
during the World Cup,
Mhm.
yeah, the Canadian team was very good. So soccer is also going very good in Canada.
Good. So we need to push this dream, but also we need to push also the idea of hockey. But yeah, that's something that maybe we can collectively try to help the youth
Yeah,
engage
we need the
the
resources for that.
engage with this program of the hockey, and that's a great for the Francophone to have two of their youth to go to South America for Team Canada.
Yeah, that's a very, very
And
good,
that was a very nice. You have been here a long time. You were born here. You have seen the changing faces of the city of Brooks, the county. Not so much about the county, but you still have a lot of immigrants living in the county. You have Bassano, some Tilly, but not as many as Brooks itself. Dodges, you have a lot of new Canadians there. What would you say the changing faces of you have witnessed during that many years in the past?
Well, I think in the county, it's become more important all the time. Agriculture is changing
Yeah.
and requiring labor.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of immigrants who've come in and are participating in agricultural labor now, and it's been very beneficial for us. It's a huge benefit. And as a matter of fact, it would have a very hard time going back without it today. So it's there are a lot of immigrants in the county, maybe from different areas of the world, perhaps.
Yeah.
But they're definitely a strong force.
But prior to this wave of the new Canadians, there used to be a Mexico to come to the farmers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, there's quite a few from Mexico. Yes, a lot of them are Mexican Mennonites that
Yeah.
have come in,
Yeah.
and they've they're a big component of the farm labor force now. Very
Okay.
important.
So they were here long before the wave of the new Canadians.
I
Lakeside.
wouldn't say that. Not too much. I got to think back a little bit. They've really only become a big force here in the last. Well, I guess time goes by pretty fast. So
Yeah.
it's 15, almost 20 years now. But
Well, very same time.
very similar, yeah. Yeah, very similar. Yes.
Yeah.
They're now progressing, I would say, and a lot of them are buying their own farms now. You know,
Wow.
so that's it's a changing transition that's quite interesting.
Wow, they're buying their own farm.
Yes, lots.
Wow.
There's a number of them.
That's very good.
Yes, it is very good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think that's a very good encouragement from them to buy and then own and then
Yeah.
build the farm also. I think farming is a main thing in our area.
Yeah, and a lot of spin-off businesses also that support agriculture, and not just agriculture but also commercial. There's a number of businesses that are owned now by Mexican Mennonites, for instance, that have come in, and they're running businesses and doing very well.
Wow, no, that's very good. I think maybe in the future we might have the new Canadian is thinking of buying a farm, and I think that would be also additional to the not only confined to Brooks but also to the farm side or work in the farm. I think it will be beneficial for the community.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be beneficial for the community. Desiree, and I think we did touch this sometime back based on the misunderstanding between the families within when they come to Canada. That increases a domestic violence because of the culture they're coming to because of other factors, for example, of a stressful situation.
Yeah, what we said again about that was that when people come here, when they arrive here in Canada, they have different stories. And we don't forget that the big number of people, like I can give the example of people coming from Africa.
Yeah.
We have a big number of people, they spend about 15 to 20 years in a camp, in a refugee camp. And yes, they lived in a very, very stressful situation, conditions also. So when they are coming here, I always say that, people need a transition. So they need support from the community. Because sometimes as people, we always maybe blame individuals when they are here, but we don't think about all the story behind them, all things that they went through before they arrive here. So it's very, very important to think about all that before we can judge or we can criticize people about what they are.
So you're saying it's a contributing factor is their background.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
for their domestic violence.
Yeah, it's what they live. It's a reality. It's easy to understand.
Yeah.
I will give you an example. Like from the country where I am from, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the country is in war from 23 years now. So some kids are born in that situation, fighting, war, violence everywhere. So how do you think that kid, when he arrives here, how it will be his life exactly, how he will be going to live? So he needs some support. He needs help from other people so that he can overcome, which is not easy.
So the kid that was born in a war, when the person comes here, then when they have a wife or girlfriend, without going through the transition of the society, that creates misunderstanding between the two, the stress of the country.
Yeah, the only one reality he knows is the violence. They never speak about peace for him. He doesn't know any peace. So all his life have been just fighting and all those problems. It's not easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from helping the individual to overcome, is there any other factor, for example, of the woman's side also, not knowing the culture?
But the problem always been, like when we speak about domestic violence, it always been in different immigrant families.
Yeah.
So yes, the wife went through the situation, the men want also the same situation. So they all need support. They all need support.
So we need to empower both of them then.
Yeah.
We need to.
Yeah. People need also to be educated. So we need some way to help them so that they can just understand how we live in this country.
Yeah. I think I know they have the RCMB or they have some sort of intervention here that before a problem creates, they have intervention method where I believe they come and then talk to the man, the woman, to make sure that things will not be out of hand.
Yeah, but
I think that intervention so far is...
Yeah, the intervention from the RCMPs is good, but sometimes there is some problems which always happen is when you came with some prejudice, we always have some ideas ready in your mind about the people, and then you are not able to work with them because you just have some ideas, negative ideas about the people. So you need to understand, you need to be sure that exactly when you want to work with those people, you understand them, you know their story, you understand exactly the situation they went through before they came here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Before they start doing the intervention,
Yeah.
they should be able to know the
Because
difficulties.
you don't know that, it's very difficult to help them. Maybe sometimes you can think that you are helping, that by the solution you're going to put in place will be another distraction to the family rather than helping the family. Yeah.
No, that's I think that's a good way to look at. I think because I know there is a lot of domestic violence within the immigrant population, which also needs to be addressed.
Exactly.
The all the groups they have that problem, so it's something that needs to be addressed and then educated, and maybe it improves further because of the common of everyone, the common good of everybody in the society. So it's our responsibility also to address that kind of intervention. What do you think, in your own opinion, that the advantage of a diverse population, for example, like the one we have in Brooks, what do you think the advantage of diverse communities are in today's world?
Well, I guess I look at it from a financial perspective because that's the type of mindset I have, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, that is true.
So it's not quite the same as other people, but I've seen a huge advantage. I had been associated with a machine shop. My brother had a machine shop, brought in immigrants from the Philippines, as a matter of fact. And without them, they would not have been very successful. We very much needed the labor. And so, to me, and they've integrated into the community. They bought their own homes now. They have their own structure within the community now.
Wow,
and they support themselves very well, done very well, and it's quite an advantage for us. Huge.
That's success story.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's advantage of the general community and everybody.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
No, that's a success story. I think they came from the Philippines. They melted into the community. Now they have their own houses. They have their own structure of family
and their own businesses.
Oh.
Been supported to. As a matter of fact, one girl that my sister-in-law and brother actually adopted was from the Philippines, and now she has her own family there now, and her own business also.
Wow.
She has about 30 people working for her.
Wow.
Been very successful. It's been quite an advantage for her, and came here, looking for a better way of life, and it definitely
for them
rewarded.
And for their families.
Yeah.
That's
was well rewarded by coming.
Wow, that's a very good. I think that's a success story, huh?
You can speak also about the innovation. When people came, we can see the example of the people who was before me here. We just organized the event here in our community about the diversity. So when people came, they have different ideas, so we can see new things happen in the community. There is creativity in the community. There is too much changes. Those people they have enough experience. They come to share with us in our communities, which is very good.
So learning cultures also is one of that good thing about diversity.
The diversity, cultures, different cultures also is, we have become rich with those different cultures in our community.
I agree.
Yeah. Unfortunately, also there is certain element of the people that don't agree, which they have every right not to. But overall, I think diversity of each community adds a value of a strong and healthy and vibrant community, and that has been shown in history, and that is good for the community to have a diverse community.
Also, is the idea of people. I was so happy when I heard what he said at the beginning. He said that you always owe something to the community. So if you come, you are new in the community, and people spend enough time, they spend their time, they spend effort so that you can be happy in the community. So it's already something you owe to the community. You need to give back. If everybody have that kind of ideas, or everybody is ready to help and contribute to the very good people, so that people can be better in the community, this is always been a good contribution. Yeah, because the contribution came from everybody, from all people, then we make our community very, very good.
But we also need to encourage also to get involved in terms of volunteering and engage as the previous guests were talking. It's our responsibility also to encourage the new Canadians, newcomers to engage the community in terms of volunteering, in terms of helping each other, in terms of getting involved. Because if you don't get involved, people will not see the value added to the community. So we need also to give it back to the community and be volunteering and be helpful to every event that is possible that we can. And we need to encourage them to leave their houses.
And this giving back always been lead to a successful integration.
Yeah.
When you give back, you meet other people, you speak with other people, you understand other people, so you are ready to bring an effort to the community. So you are very good integrated because you are living with other people, you want to contribute and you want to make an effort and change in the community.
I think it's something that will happen on its own also, because not everybody is a volunteer, but the people who are go seeking for those positions to help. And that will happen whether you try to integrate it or not, it'll happen on its own. And I see that already actually from some of the people I do know that are wanting to give out back now.
No, that's good. But one of the other thing also element is the most of the newcomers where we come from in terms of volunteering was not something in the vocabulary.
No.
Back in Africa, if you say somebody you want to volunteer, they will just laugh at you.
They do it, but it's not the vocabulary is new for them, but they already did it.
They will help you, but they don't click that as a volunteer.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will help you if you ask them help. But it's not the volunteering system that the West you have. It's not that in the vocabulary. Most of the Africa, Asia, or other places, it's a new one added to the vocabulary now.
Exactly.
But I think in due time, I think we should be able to put that thing and then add that value to the immigrants also population. And we are very grateful. We live in a very great community. But thank you very much, Mr. Councillor, and thank you very much, Mr. Desiree, for coming to Global Village.
You're welcome.
It was an honor to have both of you, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the end of Global Village, and we again thank the councillors and the management of Newell County for giving us the opportunity to air Global Village from the chamber today. Until then, we hope you will join us next time. Until then, have a great day. God bless you all. Ahmed Kasim, your host of the program.